Shalom and good day all. This is Tehillim29 back again for Super Sons Fortress of Attitude Wayne Family Adventures. I'm not too sure who has made it to the live stream, but a big thanks to you on making it on this day. And I hope you are having just a wonderful day as I will be, and it will be even more exciting with you being here. Well, until then, until we get any interaction in the text, it's time to address that what we'll be talking on in this particular Wayne Family Adventures. Now, as we finished off in the last episode with the Wayne Family Adventures, we were doing the family ties, and we managed to finish off with Family Ties Part 1. In this one, we start Part 2. And we end up... So basically, we're moving episodes 16 to 19. And I must admit, I really enjoyed these last couple of episodes. But I'm not going to tell you which one is my favorite. I think you could probably easily guess which one will probably be my favorite out of these. I have shared a bit of a link in the description, or at least I hope I did, to which you can also read the webtoon with me. I will share it once again. Hey, good to see you, Shinkai. Glad you were able to make it. Alright, I will share the link to the Batman Family Adventures and where I'll be reading it from. And I hope you enjoy what will be happening in these particular episodes. I am thinking that maybe I might do another live stream after this one. I'm just not too sure which live stream I'll plan on doing, because I know I've got like one to cover solicitations, the latest DC Comics solicitations. I did sort of have plans for another subscriber catch-up live stream. So maybe I might leave that vote for the audience, or we could go a little bit out of some wacky field and bring out the Joker gas, and we can do another Joker's Wild episode. Do the next episode of that, because I was planning on doing another one of those before the end of the year, either or I leave it towards the end of the year, or it might be something to begin the next year. So, time to move into Family Ties Part 2. Now, to those who remember, in the first part of Family Ties, this had to do with Bruce Wayne missing Cassandra Cain's dance performance. And of course, Alfred made it there, Dick Grayson made it there, and last but not least, Damian Wayne made it there. But when Bruce Wayne turned up, well, he was pretty much late to the party. So let's see what happens in this particular episode. So here we go. So we start off with Bruce Wayne somewhat pining in his Batcave. And in comes, "You've met your quota for brooding time today, Master Bruce. I think you should come upstairs." And of course, Bruce responds, "I'm working." Click, clack, clack. Very cool. We move into the next. Is that what they're calling it these days? Alfred responds, when I was a boy, it was simply called avoiding your problems. Another good quote from Alfred. And then Bruce responds, I'm not avoiding anything. Miss Cassandra would beg to differ. And of course, his look of disappointment as he looks back at Alfred. And he responds, she won't talk to me. And he responds, have you tried? Or did you just assume? His response, and he realizes, oh. And this is where he realized he screwed up. Yes, you did, it happens, responds Alfred. I don't know how to do it, Alfred. I don't know how to be a good father and to be the Batman Gotham needs. Alfred puts his hand on the shoulder. You do what you can, Master Bruce, and when you fail, you try to do better next time. That's all. No one expects you to be perfect. Nice to meet you, Bettina. Then he responds, I think Damien does. Owain with demanding expectations. How unusual. Then he responds, Alfred comes back to respond. Now, what are you going to do about Miss Cassandra? And he finally realizes he needs to fix up the problem. And good old Alfred, very good, Master Bruce, as he begins to head upstairs via the elevator. And it's knock, knock. And he comes in to see Cassandra Cain. Mind if I come in? Just a very simple response. Okay. And then he finally confesses, I'm really sorry I missed your performance. Gives her the roses, or gives her the flowers. And admits, I should have been there. The look in her eyes, as if to say, okay, what's up? He responds, I can't promise I'll be perfect, but I do promise to do better. Reflecting what Alfred said to him. This family is important to me. You are important to me. I'm so sorry. And the look at her face is like, I know. And he slowly begins to smile. I still really want to see you dance, or see your dance. If you're willing. And she begins to smile and asks, okay, what did you do? Well, then we start to see the musical tunes of this And finally move to, I rented out the theatre, and he finally gets to see the solo performance of her dance. Just for tonight. Just for us. Absolutely brilliant. To those who want to read some Batgirl related titles, or in regards to Cassandra Cain, there is a series called Batgirls, which has recently come out. And I understand some people like it, some people don't. You might be the person that likes it. But that is one title I can presently recommend in relation to Cassandra Cain. I'm not personally reading it myself, but you might enjoy reading it. Now, moving into the next episode, which is called Top Chef. And here we start. Bruce just called. Their flight got delayed due to weather. He and Alfred won't be back until late tonight. As we can see, we've got one of the Bat family members, which looks to be Tim Drake. And of course, we've got Nightwing, Cassandra Cain, Damian. Alfred's going to be so stressed, he hates missing out a day of prep for big holiday meals. Do you think there's a way we could help out? Cassandra Cain responds, help? How? Then Dick Grayson gets the idea in his head. Maybe we could bake the pies? That would be a huge time saver for him. And of course, we've got Kate Kane, who makes her appearance in this, also known as Batwoman. Literally, the only instruction Alfred left you was to not to use his kitchen. Kate Kane, aka Batwoman, don't mess with her. Seriously, don't. Then Dick Grayson responds, "It's just pie. Besides, we're getting into the holiday spirit." And Cassandra Cain's got that look as if, all right. Dick smiles. What could possibly go wrong? So they all head off into the kitchen. Kate Kane stays behind. And her response is, this is going to be a disaster. Alfred usually makes pumpkin pie and apple pie. Cassandra also responds, and pecan pie. Tim responds, oh, don't forget the strawberry and rhubarb. So, anyone know where to start? Absolutely love this scene. What, like they haven't cooked before? Perhaps the crust? Damien begins to think. I'll look it up on my phone, says Tim Drake. Great, says Dick Grayson. Damien, Tim, you're on crust duty. Cass, find the dish pies. She nods. Want to help me prep the fillings? He responds to Kate Kane. Oh no, I'm not part of this. Then Cass ends up finding one of the tins. Damien and Tim working on the crust together. Ah, I thought he had more. Oh well, let's get the pie crust in there. Tim looks, this doesn't seem right. Damien responds, I think it evens out when you bake it. Oh boy, Cake Cane in the background. Let's do the apple filling first. It should be more full than this, right? Tim. So, prodding and poking around with the pie. Cass gets a little bit of inspiration. And the response, what are you doing? Mega pie! Whoa. From all of them. Okay, let's get this in the oven, says Dick Grayson, with Cake Cane still watching in the background. Oh, you mean the oven you never turned on? Bit of a burn there. And a sigh from Dick Grayson. So we move forward 15 minutes later, after their cooking is believed to be begun, and Dick Grayson responds, nice work, team. Now we just have to wait. All love the picture. It shouldn't be taking this long, should it? Says Tim. And Damien responds, we can give it a few more minutes whilst they play in the background. Slam! Hurry, they're home. Let's take the pie out. I'm sure it'll taste good. As they look at the pie they made. Good Lord. And the look of Alfred and Bruce when they finally get in there. Dick responds, before you say anything. And they're all looking as if they're trying to play innocent and nice. All save Cake Cane. Their finished product. We made this pie for Thanksgiving. Alfred responds, I have no words. Bruce, how thoughtful. We're not eating that, are we? Says Jason Todd as he's there at the table. Stephanie Brown, I'm not. Cake Cane, I really did try to stop them. Please try harder next time, Alfred says. Not a bad little Thanksgiving. of a bat family sort. Now to move on to episode 18 or chapter 18, which is called Mother and Son. And we start off the day with Damian Wayne. I've been trained by the best of the best. And as you can see, he's doing his usual daily responsibilities of going to school. I know when I'm being watched. It's difficult to maintain a civilian identity. Trying to do the best he can to be the best Damian Wayne he can without drawing too much attention. Too many unexplained absences, and people begin asking questions. I've promised Father not to draw too much attention to myself whilst he sits by himself. And I'm going to keep that promise. Ring! School bell goes off. Still, it wouldn't do to waste any time. One does not keep Talia al Ghul waiting. And we finally begin to see Damian Wayne meeting up with his mother. And of course, he's in costume. And she responds, your skills need some work, Damian. I've been waiting almost 7 hours. Talia al Ghul, daughter of Ra's al Ghul. She's a powerful ally and a deadly enemy. Damian responds, I knew you were here. I had other responsibilities. And she responds, it appears your priorities need some adjusting to. Absolutely beautiful shot of the pair of them together. And he responds, what do you want? To test how your abilities are developing under your father's training. Nothing more. And he responds, I know what your tests are like, mother. And we get a bit of a flashback into his past. This is something else. Your father has imparted his detective skills. At least that's good. If you have a question, ask it. I didn't come here to be judged. That look in Talia's eyes. And then she asks, are you happy? We get some quiet moments here. And a response, what? This life, the life you've chosen with your father and all others, does it make you happy? We get to see Damian back again in Fort. For most of my life, all I knew was the League of Assassins, and you get to see that with this image right here, with the League of Assassins symbol, and the Geary War, including the sword. I had a purpose, a mission, and that's all it was, a mission. And you get to see him again with Ra's al Ghul, and no doubt we'll probably see him show up again later on in this series. Like if you're showing up or starting to show up now, even in a flashback, I can definitely see him appear later on. And I thought that was happiness. And then I came here. Then we see Batman, Dick Grayson, and of course, Dick Grayson. I found a new way to live, a family unlike anything I knew I could have. Then he responds, things here aren't perfect. Sometimes we fight, sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes Father forgets he doesn't have to do things alone anymore. And he responds, but yes. But yes, the answer to your question is yes, I am happy here. And I just love the smile that we've got from Damien here. And the look in her eyes, as if to say, I've done something right, but I don't know what it is. And then she responds, I've made many difficult decisions in my life. Some I have been sure of, some I have regretted. Then she responds, letting you go was the hardest decision I ever made. As she looks him in the eye. But if it has allowed you to find something good, then I'm glad. He responds, will I see you again? And she replies, keep your eyes open, your skills sharp, and I'm sure you will. Until next time, Mother, he thinks. And it ends with that absolutely beautiful shot, seeing Damien in this picture. To those who want to read some Robin, definitely check out the Joshua Williamson Robin run, as I have really been enjoying it. I personally didn't enjoy the first issue, but I definitely enjoyed the issues that came after that. And it's hard to believe that it's almost reaching issue 12 of the series. Issue 9 is meant to be coming out next week, 10 next month. For those who want to catch up with some Talia al Ghul, seeing that she also appears in this, she too has made some reappearances. She's shown up in the Batman Urban Legends. She has also shown up in... she'll be showing up in the Deathstroke Inc. Returning again in the Batman story, which will be called The Shadow War. And that finishes this for today's Super Sons Fortress of Attitude. A big thank you to all who made it to the live stream. And until then, we'll see you again at the next Super Sons Fortress of Attitude related thing, to which I believe in the upcoming week, in this upcoming week with, what is it, in my schedules, we will probably have another Super Sons related, is it this week or next, or the week after? Oh, no. This week it's the Robin and Batman issue 1, which will be coming out next week. On top of that, tomorrow will be the next Rainbow Press and Comics Comic Haul. Followed by a couple of Cobra Kai related things showing up this week as well, which you might want to check out. Another thing that will also be showing up this week is the latest issue of Static. Not the latest, issue 4 of Static, because a lot of this week will be covering the second week of November of 2021. And it's the week after that one. So when finally things start to reach the third week of November, which will be crossing over into the new year, we'll start to see that infamous particular cover coming from Tom, the One Trick Pony Taylor. Until then, we'll see you again, maybe in another live stream in about an hour or two. And have yourself an awesome day.